Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, everybody. It's Sunday afternoon. Uh, I wanted to. Something's been kind of weighing on my mind, and it has to do with settling. There's since I've moved here, and it's only been a week, I've run into a lot of people that actually blame others for the predicament that they're in, and that's a huge problem in society, and for the longest time I did that as well. So I'm kind of preaching to the choir here, but I'm finding that it's always somebody else's fault with a lot of the situations that people are in here. Some of them are actually being kicked out because of their life choices, their life situations. So I wanted to touch on that a little bit. There's, Einstein's definition of insanity is to, do the same thing over and over again, expect a different result. It's kind of the basis of it. You can argue semantics with me on word for word that he said, but I don't care. But you can't expect a different result if you keep doing the same thing over and over again. What you can do is stop. You don't have to be in the middle of everybody's life. You can actually survive by yourself. We do need human interaction, that is true. But if you're settling for a certain type of individual, if you're single and you're settling for a certain type of individual, and you keep going back to that group or that facet of people, you're going to get the same result every single time. You're going to get people who don't care, or they do care but are incapable of showing it. Case in point, I have some people that I know here who, one of them keeps going and dating undocumented illegal aliens. Now, don't go off on that. That's a huge political issue, and I don't care to get into political bullshit. But there are a lot of undocumented workers here because this is primarily agricultural. So she keeps dating undocumented workers, and they get caught and they get sent back to Mexico. And then she's all hurt, and then she'll blame somebody else for causing a situation that got the cops there in the first place. That's not owning it. That's playing the victim. If there's anybody that can, on my channel that can honestly claim the victim, I believe it would be Dan and myself. But we don't. Neither one of us do. I think Dan's a great guy. I think you guys should watch his channel too. In fact, I think you should watch his channel before you watch my channel. I'm a bit more of an asshole than he is. He's a great guy. But doing the same thing over and over and over again, you set yourself up for that repetitive motion, and then things become habitual. And so it becomes a habit for you to keep going back into that, because if you're single and you choose a lower class of person than yourself, you're bringing yourself down. There's that saying out there that you should marry up. Well, that goes for dating too. You're not going to marry up unless you date up. Me personally, I don't want to date. I am having way too much fun as it is right now, working on myself. And if I go out and start dating somebody, I have a lot of bullshit that I drag behind me. I have a lot of baggage, and I need to learn to let go of that baggage. And I'm doing that. I'm doing quite well at it. But I still need to do it more before I'm going to be a benefit to somebody else. So it's a short video today, but I would honestly just sit back and look at yourself and say, where am I playing the victim at? And if you can sit back and you can look at yourself and go, well, you know what, this really was my fault. That's the best start. Just one little thing. And then you look for another, and then you look for another, and then you look for another. And pretty soon you're going to get into that behavior of going, you know what, that was me. That wasn't them. That was me. I can't remember what video it was. Apologies, I think is what it was, where I screwed up and I actually had to apologize to Will Burson. Yeah, and I didn't have to. I did. But I think it's just something everybody needs to do, is they need to sit back and look and relax and just notice what could be their fault. If you start doing that, I think your life is going to be more fulfilling. So anyway, I'm going to get off here because I said short video and it's almost 6 minutes. So hey, I love you guys. Hang in there. I got a bunch more videos that are coming up. And love yourself, man. Love yourself and love everybody else. All right, we'll see you guys later.